Hey VC, Brian here. I hope you've had a wonderful summer and the school year's starting off a great way for you. I sent this video out to our core leaders a couple of days ago, but after sending it out, I felt like our entire church family should hear this information. So if you're a core leader and you don't want to watch this video again, please feel free to delete it. For the rest of you, I want to give you a quick video update about a few things that have happened over the past few months and also give you a look at some of the things that are coming up in the next few months. First of all, I'd like to give you an update on a recent outreach event that we did earlier this summer, our annual Back to School giveaway. This year, we gave away 579 backpacks filled with school supplies. And we also gave away another 180 backpacks filled with school supplies to people in Porta Penasco through our church plant there, Vineyard Church of Porta Penasco. And so I want to thank those of you who served or gave or prayed for that event. That's always a great, great event. You know, God has been so faithful to use us as a church family to spread the message of Jesus so far this year. You know, so far this year, we have had 215 people make a first-time commitment to follow Jesus. That's just like, yay, God. And we've also baptized 209 people so far this year. So God is moving, and you are a huge part of that. This summer has also brought 3 exciting staff changes. First of all, we hired Tiadra Mickles to serve as a worship assistant in our worship arts department. Tiadra has been assisting James Moscardini and the worship arts team to prepare and perform worship for our weekend services. Secondly, we asked Eloisa Mendino to formally become a pastor on our staff, overseeing our Spanish ministry. And I know both of these women will continue to do an outstanding job ministering to and serving Vineyard Church North Phoenix. And I look forward to seeing what God's going to do through them in the coming months and years. The third change is that David Quaid will be taking over as youth pastor here at Vineyard Church. David has been part of Vineyard Church for over 15 years, and most of that time he actually served in youth ministry. And so I know David will do a fantastic job leading and pastoring our youth. Craig Byer, who had been our youth pastor for over 20 years, has decided to resign as a pastor on our staff and pursue other opportunities. I will personally miss Craig greatly on our staff, and I am eternally grateful for all of the ministry that he and Tammy have poured into our church over all these years. In fact, you may not know this, but Craig and Tammy are one of the original 5 couples who helped start this church with us. And Craig and Tammy are some of the best friends in the whole world to Thor and I. So we will really, really miss Craig on staff and miss seeing them around here as much. So we hope and pray nothing but the best for both Craig and Tammy. And the next time you see them, please thank them for all of the investment that they put in of time, energy, money, prayer, service, abilities, all of that into our church and especially into our youth ministry. Our online ministry continues to be a significant portion of our total weekend church attendance. In fact, currently the number of people watching online is about 30 to 35% of our congregation. And we are so grateful to have a platform to be able to reach people who are either unable to attend in-person services due to health risks or because of geographic constraints. However, if people are able to return to church in person, it is really important for them to do that. I mean, there is definitely something different about worshiping God and experiencing God's presence in person with your church family. If you know someone who has not yet returned to in-person services, or if they've been hit and miss with their in-person attendance, and it's only out of convenience, I want to encourage you to reach out to them and challenge them to join us in person. Because the truth is, it will be really good for their spiritual life. Now, looking toward the future, the Vineyard USA National Leadership Conference is going to happen here on our campus, October 18th through the 22nd. We'll be hosting Vineyard pastors and leaders from all around the world to come and worship God and get teaching and see what God has in store for the future of Vineyard USA. And by the way, this is going to be an historic event. And so we're going to need lots and lots of volunteers. It's going to be all hands on deck for all of our pastors, all of our staff, but we need a lot of volunteers too. So if you can help in any way, please sign up to volunteer by clicking the button that was in the body of this email that you received. We're also planning to have our Family Fest and our annual Thanksgiving food basket giveaway, both in person this fall. And as we iron out the details for those events, we'll send those out to you. Last of all, I want to thank you for all you do here at Vineyard Church of North Phoenix. I mean, your service, your prayers, your ministry, your financial support, and your friendship means so much to Thora and me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a big job to do this fall, continuing to try and rebuild our church after all the negative effects of COVID. But I know we can do this if we do it together. Thank you again for all you do, and I'll see you this weekend.